Hello friends, my name is Sadhwani Bhavesh and I am founder and CEO of B.A.Investments. I welcome you all on my channel. So guys, I am making today's video because one of the investors whom I follow and admire a lot tweeted something, and because of his tweet I found something very interesting, so decided to make a video and share with you guys. So guys, in today's video, I'll tell you, like, is Mr. Ashish Chugh is hinting on the next multi-bagger stock. Now, for those who don't know Mr. Ashish Chugh, he is a well-known name when it comes to hunting multi-bagger stocks in mid and small cap stocks. The recent multi-bagger which was found by Mr. Ashish Chugh is Balaji Mines. He founded Balaji Mines in the range of, I would say, 80 to 90, and as we all know, Balaji Mines went all the way up to 700. He's also running a website which is known as Hidden Gems. So for those who are really interested in knowing the new stocks and the stories, like what's going on in different stocks and the companies, Hidden Gems is a very good website you guys should check out. So this is a tweet which I found on Twitter when sir tweeted, like, this link may be of help for those interested. You can define, customize the data range here. Now the link which was shared by the sir, it when I clicked on that link, it popped up basically all the activities of the promoters of the different companies, like what the promoters of different companies are doing. So I found very interesting stuff over there. Basically, when sir shared this link on that day, there was huge buying done by the promoters in few of the stocks, and in that list there was one of my favorite stock. Like, as you guys can see, the promoters over here are buying continuously each and every day. The last date on which promoters were bought was 21st Jan 2019. So the name of this stock is West Coast Paper. As you guys know, I have talked about this stock in my previous video. Like, in the paper sector, I like this stock very much because their product B2B papers is a huge hit on each and every Xerox shop and a stationery shop. And when it comes to this West Coast Paper, basically the price of their papers, they keep on increasing in every quarter, and buyers are willing to pay that price because they love that product. And plus, ban of plastics and the anti-dumping duty in the paper sector of 850 USD per ton makes this sector very very interesting. And promoters buying this stock continuously, that shows from the market. So that shows how much conviction promoters have in their company, or they might be think that the stock that the company is available very cheap in open market. That's why they are buying it from there. Now, another news which came in front of me was the Miss Dolly Khanna, which is basically the Rajiv Khanna, has bought 1.24% stake in JK Papers. Now, again, it comes to the paper sector. So many investors are betting on the paper sector, and as well as the promoters of the paper companies are buying their stocks because they think after the anti-dumping duty, which is for 13 months, would give them a huge run, and they will be able to get the huge profit margins for the next 1 year. It can be extended, but the picture will be clear after 13 months. But for the next 1 year or the 13 months, they'll enjoy the huge benefits because of the anti-dumping duty. The profits will go up for sure. Now, another thing which I came across when I was seeing the whole list of the promoter activities which was shared by Sir is like the Aptech. I would love to share with you guys, like, Aptech is a stock which was first multi-bagger hunt by me, and it was it was just a small common sense which I used when I was buying Aptech. Sir Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was buying Aptech at from 60 levels, and when it reached to the 75, it was announced that Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala hold 49% stake in the company. Now he is the promoter. So I thought a visionary person like Sir Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, who can visualize the growth and the future cast of the different or the other stocks or the different companies, what he can do with this company with his vision. And I immediately bought up the stock of 10% of my portfolio. And later on, I guess when the stock reached to 120 and 150 levels, Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala bought Madhu Kela as well as Ramesh Zamani in board of Aptech. So I thought something wonderful is happening into this company. I increased the stake in Aptech. I made it 20% of my portfolio, and stock went all the way up to 280 rupees. At 280, somehow I feel the stock is overvalued, and it's not justifying the valuation. It's just not justifying the valuations at 280 because earnings were not coming and the expectations of the people were very high from the stock. I knew that the earnings are going to come in the near future, but at that point of time I felt the valuations are too high, so I sold at 280 and the stock went all the way up to 400. And again it's right now below at the levels of 200, but I think still the stock has a great potential. Still RJ sir is there. So this is the story I shared with you guys. And another thing is like Aarti Industries. What another interesting observation I have done, and I was very surprised when I saw this. When I saw that the promoters of Aarti Industries are selling the stock, and I was in a huge shock because Aarti Industries is a stock that everyone right now is talking in the streets now, because the chemical sector is a sector everyone is bullish on, because of the trade war between the US and the China. India is getting a huge opportunity in the China, which is the 50, which holds a 55% market share in the chemical sector, and India is only, I would say, 2 to 8% approximately, somewhere between that. So why I said 2 to 8%, because in when it comes to different chemicals, the market share of the India is very different. So I give you a range. Overall it's between 2 to 8%. So it's a huge opportunity for the India to grab, if because of the pollution issues and the trade war issues in China. So I was very surprised. As one more thing I have noticed, that promoters of the RT industries are selling continuously. I mean, when I pop up the screen, pop up the screen of the what promoter activities are there in the RT industries, you can see that there is a continuous disposal in the market of the RT industries, and there are lots and lots of positive news is coming for the RT industries in the market, and promoters are dumping. I was very confused, like what's happening. Stock is hitting a lifetime high in RT Industries, and promoters are dumping. It's a great company, guys. It's not that the promoters are selling me the stock is going to fall. Many a times there has been a few multi baggers where promoter stakes is even less than 30%, and many a times promoters themselves don't know what they are doing, or they might be selling because they need the personal fundings and all. So I'm not telling that you should guys should sell the stock, but I will suggest you guys to be careful in the stock, and keep your holdings less in the stocks, because keep your allocation or allocation of your portfolio less in the stock. Once the clarity comes, then you guys can move ahead and increase your allocation in the RT industries. Because what I have learned in the market, like the stocks which rebound very quickly after a huge downfall in the market, or the stocks which use lifetime highs even in the bear market, are basically the horses of next multi-bagger in the future. So basically speaking, before 10 days I was thinking that the RT Industries is the next horse in the race of multi-baggers. But basically, when I saw this, the promote activities are selling, I am very cautious and I am being careful in the stock. I'll watch the stock carefully, like what the results are coming and what the promoters are speaking in con calls and all. They will give a clarification after the result in the conference call, so I'll must look for that. Right now, you guys should be careful in the stock. Keep your allocations accordingly. So that's it, guys. This is the observations which I saw in the market and thought to share with you guys, because many people are attracted toward RT industries these days. They think that it's going to be the new multi-bagger, because in every stock is falling and it's hitting the 52-week high. I'm talking about all the smart people, because dumb people, they sell at 52-week high. So this is the thing. Do your study. All this conversation just is for study purpose. I am not recommending you guys to buy or sell any of these stocks. I just sharing my point of view. Please guys follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Links are click the links in the description below if you want to follow us on social platforms. Thank you so much for watching the video, and please mention in comments do you like the video or not, and hit the like button and share it a lot if you liked it. And description, I have already told you guys, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell. It's just for study purposes. Okay, thank you so much guys. See you in the next video. Bye BA family.